Phil, JC, what's up, man?
What is up? That's a heck of a deal you got going there. I had my screen down. I came back and saw you. I was just thinking we got to get you some intro music, man, for these segments. It just seems like you need intro music.
Maybe something like the Jaws theme song or something like that. No, the setup's been a little bit different the first half of this week. Been out of town. Really, really great. Just kind of detachment sort of deal, if you will. Just kind of a nice, peaceful, trip, if you will. But my checkout time at the spot I was at was actually 10 a.m. and I needed a good Wi-Fi signal. Up here in the mountains, you don't get one. So I'm like, hopefully they don't mind me kind of just lingering around because I'm not ready to leave yet. So
I got you.
So we'll keep. I'm just glad there's Wi-Fi up here good enough. You're about a mile up in the air. We found some good enough Wi-Fi to sustain a stream, if you will. So I appreciate you guys having me, man. Looking forward to tomorrow night, obviously, with I know that's kind of thrown us all for a loop this week, but the beautiful thing is we can roll with the punches and talk ball, and always a pleasure to chat with you guys. So I appreciate you having me. No matter where I'm at, it's great to talk with y'all.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you went to the mountains and not the beach because of this storm coming through, man. I was like, he's someplace sunny. So I was like, he's not at the beach. He's not in Florida. So the poll question today, I'll get your take on this. Your favorite Gamecock win on a Thursday night. The 2009 Ole Miss game's running away with it, obviously. I had 01 when they went to Mississippi State and won after 9/11. That game means a lot to me because I was at a bachelor party. But crazy memories of that one. But, 05 Spurs debut, I forgot to put 07 Kentucky in there. You can make a case for some of the, 20, Marcus Lattimore's debut in 2010. But your take. I mean, this program actually, when you think about it, and it's been brought up this week, there was a run there where kind of Thursday night was the Gamecocks thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely in the Spurrier era, right? And I know I kind of miss those games. I know this week it's happened due to the circumstances, unfortunately. But a lot of fun on those Thursdays. I got a lot of great Thursday night memories too. The 01 Mississippi State game, I don't recall that one because I was 10 years old and just didn't really click at that point. But I was at the 05 Spurrier opener. I was at the 2009 Ole Miss game. I was at 2010 Southern Miss, 07 Kentucky. I watched with my grandfather. So that was a really cool one. I mean, obviously, I think 09 Ole Miss would run away with it. And again, it's funny. I was actually a freshman at Newberry that year, and I actually had swine flu and was getting over it. That's when swine flu was a thing.
Geez,
but I had the flu, whatever, and was getting over it. And I still just forced myself to go to the game because I was like at the tail end of it, and I was fighting it. But I'm like, I'm not missing this game. But if I'm not gonna say 09 Ole Miss, 05 UCF Spurrier's debut was really special. Like the electricity and the excitement. Mm-hmm. I was there with family. I was there with my grandfather, my aunt, and we went to that game. And so that was a really cool memory I shared with them. And then, 2010 Southern Miss was cool because I went with my dad, again, that Thursday night. And I'll never forget, just Marcus Lattimore, I think, scored the first touchdown of the game or one of the first touchdowns. And it was the first touchdown of his Gamecock career. And I'll never forget looking at my dad and just being like, I think we're going to see a lot more of those before he's done playing. And obviously, the rest is history. So, there's been some really fun Thursday nights. What's kind of a forgotten one too, dude? 2016 against Vandy to open up the Muschamp era. I know we don't speak of that era, but the Elliott Fry field goal to beat Vandy on the road, that was a heck of a game.
That was a gutsy win, man. I thought. I mean, it was because everybody was talking about how Vandy was going to roll Carolina.
I think Vandy's running back in at SEC Media Days, guaranteed to win.
Yeah, they guaranteed it. And Derek Mason, who, was no stranger to putting his foot in his mouth. I think his first SEC Media Days, he showed up in a nice suit and a bow tie and compared himself to Nick Saban and Steve Spurrier and proceeded to take a 9-win Vandy team and go winless in the SEC. So that was, it was just terrible.